Well, the official word is Taya should make a full recovery. She's a lucky young lady.
Relatively speaking, getting tossed through a second-story window is hardly what I call luck.
What is this?
Oh.
Looks like a chewed-up resume?
Oh, please. Mud. My literal bête noire.
Mud?
Mud, as in dog, your name is Mud. The canine, formerly known as Penny.
Who? Well, you know, Taya, she could cash in on personal injury. Blair, she really did a number on her.
Well, I think it's the other way around.
Come on. Taya's the one who ended up with a broken collarbone and busted ribs.
Only because she goaded Blair until Blair snapped and then gave her the old heave-ho.
You really believe that?
Yeah. And it's not just because Blair told me, but because it makes sense. For two reasons. Number one, Blair's desires begin and end with having custody of Star. Now, why would she go and generate tons of negative publicity the night before the hearing?
That's a fair question.
Mm-hmm. And second, and most importantly, Taya and Todd not pressing charges.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Bo told me that Todd dropped by your house last night and gave you that news flash. But I'd have to go along with Bo. There really is no reason to formally charge Blair.
Oh, yes! And they said the DA had no sense.
Who does? Yeah, well, anyway, the truth be told, I'm glad I'm not taking this to court. The farther I am away from Todd and Taya, the better I feel.
More time we have for other pressing matters, like deciphering dog-gnawed resumes.
Oh, yeah. Bo also said that you were looking for an assistant. You know, maybe that's the dog's way of telling you that you'd be better off hiring a personnel agency. Let them find one for you.
I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. I can handle this all myself. As a matter of fact, I've managed to make a whole slew of appointments for myself, all by myself.
Yeah, well, then you're setting yourself up for a major, major hassle.
Oh, I don't know. The day started out so great, you decided to drop charges against Blair, so what can keep it from going that way?
2 words. Job applicant.
You worry too much.
Yeah, right.
Cool. Mrs. Buchanan?
No, that would be me, not him. Hi. Dara, right? I've been expecting you.
Cool.
Will, why don't you come on in and sit down and we'll get busy.
Cool.
Cool.
So, aside from some light filing, most of your time will be spent on the phone.
Cool.
You like phone work?
It's cool.
Phone work implies contact with clients. Lots of it. All day long. Interaction, communication, connection.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I'm just afraid that I'm wasting your time. I don't think this job is going to provide you with the proper showcase for your skills.
Cool.
I thought you might say that. But thank you so much. Cool.
Hey there, Miss Buchanan.
Oh.
I'm your 1015.
Hi.
Actually, I've been here since 9, but I made myself scarce so I wouldn't interfere with your 9:30.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, Miss 1015, if you could wait till 1016, I'm just going to clear my voice message.
No need. Here are your messages. The phone was ringing out here, so I hung around long enough to answer it. I hope you don't mind.
Mind? No, heck, it beats cool by a long shot. Come on in. Thank you very much for taking down my messages.
Well, they're in alphabetical order. Of course, I could do them chronologically if you're more interested in when than who.
No, I just want to read them.
Here's an extra copy of my resume, in case the dog ate the first one I sent you or something.
Something. Uncanny. You think of everything, don't you?
Well, that's my job, isn't it?
Yes, but I reserve the right to dress myself.
You know, it's interesting that you should mention that, because when I was with Boiler, Yackler, and Cryer in Atlanta, see it, second line?
Yes.
I actually did pick out my boss's clothes.
You mixed and matched for the senior partner?
Well, he just needed a little organizational help, I suppose, as so many lawyers do. In fact, when I was with Goldberg and Silverman, I was part of their office redesign team.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
These really should be in chronological order. Oh, dear.
What?
Your chair.
A chair?
A more ergonomically friendly model would do wonders for those sagging shoulders. In fact, when you sit with your legs crossed like that, brings out those spider veins 40% quicker than any other position. It's so dry in here. First 3 things I'm going to do after you hire me is humidify, humidify, humidify.
Okay. Before we go any further, I just have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you. Do you use the word cool to the exclusion of any other word in your vocabulary?
No.
Oh, good, good, good. Do you have a problem with dry humidity?
No.
Fabulous. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. You clerked for Justice Pinshaw in Washington? That must have been something.
It was a job.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, that's quite an experience. I mean, if you can cut it with Emil Pinshaw, then you must be very, very capable. Rumor has it he works so hard, his idea of a vacation is going to the office with no tie.
I never saw him without a tie.
Well, I guess he wasn't on vacation then.
He wouldn't have come in if he was on vacation.
You're right. I was just, it was a joke. Kidding. I was kidding.
Strictly speaking, vacation means an emptying or departure from. Therefore, a person on vacation would, by definition, be gone.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Speaking of gone, why don't we call it a day and you can be gone? Go home. You can go home. Thank you. You know what? And, I will give you a call if I can think of any definitions I need. Thank you so much. Appreciate the time. Bye-bye. And the dog ripped this one up while I was at it. Just a minute.
Hank says you're a top-flight lawyer.
Oh, he does? How very nice of him.
I'm hoping that's true because I need help.
Hank is right. I am an excellent attorney. That's because I'm so organized and disciplined, despite what potential assistants may say.
That's good.
No, not good for you, though. Because I'm so organized and so disciplined, I don't see anyone without an appointment. And, oh, you don't have an appointment, so I can't see you.
It seems you're already seeing me.
Nope, I'm not seeing you.
You know, I don't see anyone else here at the moment.
Somebody's going to be here very shortly.
You know, when shortly's up, I'll leave. In the meantime, I need some legal advice.
I think you need a hearing test. I said I can't see you, and that can expand to all day long.
You know, lady, what is your problem?
My problem right now is you. I have a very busy schedule. You come barging in here.
You know, damn it, I'm in trouble. And I don't know what to do about it. Hank said you don't play games, which is why I came to you for legal advice. I need a no-nonsense lawyer. Now, if you don't want my business, I think you should just tell me that.
I can think of several compelling reasons why I may not want your business.
Tell me about them.
It seems you made a play for my ex-husband at the expense of his girlfriend, Carlotta, who happens to be a friend of mine. I don't like that.
At the time of the alleged play, I thought they had split up. Not that it matters, because Hank and I have already straightened out this whole mess. Now, do you have any other misgivings that we can dispense with quickly?
You see, this is why I'm so busy today. My assistant is leaving. I have to find another assistant, which entails a lot of interviews. I hate giving interviews, especially since most of the interviews I've had so far have been lunatics or losers, and I have a feeling that the next one is going to be exactly the same thing.
Interviews.
Just a minute.
Interviews. You know, this is something I'm very good at.
Excuse me?
Make a deal with me. If I get this one sized up and out of your door pronto, may I please have a few minutes of your time today?
Well, that sounds intriguing. Just a minute.
Thank you for coming today, and Mrs. Buchanan will let you know if there's any further interest.
But didn't I tell you that?
Yes, you did. Thank you. Well, bye-bye now. I know it's not my decision to make, but that woman's resume was more padded than an asylum wall. She can't spell. She chewed gum, which just doesn't go over on an interview. She was late, and I just didn't like her. But don't let me influence you. What did you think?
I completely agree with you.
Too bad you don't have an assistant, though.
No, which means I'm still way in over my head.
Well, Lizzie, right.
Hey, hi,
Hey,
Frank,
Nora.
Leslie, hi, Max, how are you?
Here, let me get those.
Oh, thank you, Carita. Be careful, I spilled that.
Hey, Nora, how are you?
Hungry.
Okay, what will you have?
You better write this down.
Oh, don't be silly.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the house salad because I want to get the healthy part out of the way. And then I'd like a double cheeseburger, with French fries, onion rings, plantanos, right, chocolate milkshake.
Okay, hold on. I give up.
Okay.
What an appetite you got there, Nora.
And what will you have, Andrew?
I'm just going to pick up whatever Nora drops.
I'm not gonna drop very much. No, really, I gotta make the most of this meal. Tomorrow is Yom Kippur. You know, tonight I'm going to Kol Nodre, and I gotta fast from sundown tonight to sundown tomorrow.
Good luck.
Thanks, I'll need it.
Now, I understand that Yom Kippur, that's the Day of Atonement. What do you have to atone for?
As my grandmother would say loudly and very often, "Oi, Bobola, you have no idea." Seriously, just going to services is not going to get me off the hook I got myself on.
No.
No. No. I mean, Yom Kippur is when you publicly atone for your sins against God.
Mm-hmm.
As far as your sins against people go, you're on your own. No, you have to make restitution in person. I don't know where to begin.
Begin where you like.
Okay, well, on the list of my top 10 transgressions is my mouth and what comes out of it. And then on my off days, occasional though they may be, I have I'm very judgmental, and I have uncharitable thoughts about those around me.
You are being very hard on yourself.
No, really, I'm not. Like, today, for instance, the first half of today was spent interviewing job applicants and thinking very harsh and uncharitable thoughts. Yeah. And then as far as uncharitable actions go, I've had a lot of those towards a really disgusting, really horrible, sweet little treasure of a dog. And then I've really been a phenomenal pain in the butt to my wonderful, sweet, long-suffering husband who just deserves so much better than that. Oh, great.
All right, all I can say is, eat up, Bubala. You're going to need your strength.
Thanks. Oh, God, overqualified. Completely underqualified. Doesn't speak English. Hello? This is America. Why don't people speak English? It's ridiculous. I give up. I give up. I hope my temper tantrum isn't interfering with your reading.
Read this review, honey.
When Tracy Mitchell's quartet abruptly walked off the stage last night at Levy's Club Indigo, this critic was prepared to walk out the door. So?
Keep reading.
But then I would have deprived myself of the knockout voice of the evening's unlikely savior, the founder of Blue Jay Music, Miss Jakara Principal. Hey, that's my client.
Jakara is your client?
Yeah.
RJ's already got her in trouble with the police?
Rather than bore you with that old statement of attorney-client Confidentiality. Why don't I just say RJ has nothing to do with it? How about that?
That works for me.
Oh, what the heck? The last batch had dog slobber on it, and I'd much rather neck.
Sorry. Ordinarily, I leave my hot tubbers to their own devices.
That's great, Max. Goodbye.
But I'm afraid I really have to interrupt.
Why?
I need a lawyer.
2 words, Max. Office hours.
How do you mean?
1 word. Appointment.
Oh, come on, Nora. As long as I've known you, you've never been one to stand on ceremony.
Sitting down. In a hot tub. In a bathing suit.
And have I mentioned just how terrific you look?
You gotta be kidding me. What happened to your own lawyer?
He's in Mexico. Probably with my accountant. Which is why I would really, really, really appreciate it if someone could just look at this as soon as possible.
Here.
Oh, honey.
Give me this. Party of the first part. Blah, 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 blah. What are you doing? You're buying all of Ian's shares in your waterfront deal?
I thought you two were all psyched up about the development project.
Oh, we were.
Well, what happened?
Philosophical differences.
Because of the breakup of you and Maggie?
Yeah. You know, twin brother thinks he feels her pain kind of thing. Ian threatened me with selling his share of our property to Asa if I didn't buy him out in cash within 24 hours, no less.
How in the world did you raise the money?
Took a real big mortgage on this hot tub.
You borrowed against Serenity Springs?
I didn't have much choice. And at least I didn't have to borrow money from First National Bank of Asa.
Do me a favor. The next time you get desperate, come to see me. Okay? I have lower interest rates, and I don't share my father's penchant for foreclosing, okay?
I appreciate that, but I really hope it never comes to that. Nora.
Yeah, okay. Everything seems to be in order.
Great. At least there's one thing in my life.
Hey, you don't know from chaos. I know chaos. My assistant quit.
That's gruesome.
Hey, nobody's blaming you because you feel down, okay? I know it's gotta hurt, loss of Maggie. But you know, this whole thing with Ian, it's money. You'll make it back, you always do. Max, you gotta think about the positive aspects of your life. You know, you got your health, you got your kids, they're terrific kids. Hey, no matter what goes wrong, you will always have your kids, right?
Al went to stay with Gabrielle?
For a while. I mean, what could I do? I mean, I had to let the kid make his own decision.
Wow, that was incredibly unselfish of you, Max.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. Twins already miss him like crazy.
I bet Daddy does, too.
Yeah. But a kid's got to have a chance to get to know his mother, no matter what I think of her. I mean, she only lives an hour away. He'll be home all the time.
Probably hardly noticed he's even gone.
All right.
You don't sound too convincing.
No, I am. Really, I am. It's just that, you know, things are different. You know, when Luna died, I thought I had nothing, and then I slowly built my life back, bit by bit, and, you know, I gave Serenity Springs a go, bought roadies, spent a hell of a lot of time with my kids, and then when Maggie came along, I thought, hey, man, this is it. This is it. Maybe there still is a spot in this world for Max Holden. And this little voice in my head just kept nagging me, saying, you're just kidding yourself. Well, I guess that voice was right. I'm sorry, that just slipped right out of me.
No, it's okay.
You're not alone, Max, you know?
No, I got my mortgage payments. I better get this down at the diner to Ian right away before I end up having to do business with Mr. Buchanan. No offense. Thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Thanks again, Nora.
There goes one depressed guy.
Oh, my word. We have to do something to help him.
You already did, honey. You gave him free legal advice in a bathing suit.
I'm not talking about that kind of help. We gotta find him a woman.
Honey, the last thing Max Holden needs right now is to start a new relationship. Now, I got a better idea. And this idea is going to help him through all those long, cold, lonely winter nights. We give him a dog named Mud.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's excellent. But I don't necessarily think that dogs and women are mutually exclusive.
I'm not going to touch that line.
Don't. I mean, there must be lots of women in this pile alone that would think that Max Holden was a terrific guy. I mean, look, here's one right here. Nancy Johnson, okay? Graduate of Landview University, wants to go to law school. Hey, didn't didn't he date an assistant DA?
Yes, he did, but that was just to pry information out of her. Andy was on trial for selling guns. Remember that?
Okay, forget that one. How about this one? Nina Tiger. Former mud wrestling champion. Ready to take on a new challenge. Ah! It's perfect. Mac's gonna have mud and mud.
Honey?
What? Oh, come on. What's the matter? Max is a mess. You have to admit he does constitute a challenge. And they say that rolling around in mud is very liberating. Well, that's what I've heard. Oh, what's the matter?
Do you know what it is like for the rest of us when you decide to take something on as your own personal mission?
I'm not taking this on as a personal mission. I just think that if somebody needs help with something, and somebody can help someone who needs help with something, then they should do it. I mean, I know that if I needed something, I would want someone like me to come along and help me with what it was that I needed help with.
You see that? There.
What?
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Sweetie, Max is a good guy. He's also a good friend. He's suffering an acute loss right now. He needs a little support. Like someone to help him raise the twins. Okay, it's a personal mission. I'm determined to find him the right woman. No. No, come on. I just charged you 3 hours ago. Where's the cord? Oh, shoot, come on. Where's your cord? Oh, typical.
Morning, honey.
Oh, what?
It's almost where I left you before. Did you get any sleep last night?
I got a couple hours. Maybe. On my laptop, patiently waited, burning the battery at both ends.
You can't keep going like this. All right? You can't keep doing your job and running that office at the same time.
Well, you're right. You're right. You know what I'll do? I'll just call Jill, and I'll say, Jill, what the heck? Why don't you just quit that new job and the new boyfriend and come back and work for me? That'll work, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Rachel.
Hi, Bo.
Oh, thank God.
Well, your message sounded hysterical,
I'm
Mom.
hysterical. I'm just drowning. You see this wreckage? See that wreckage that used to be a tight ship, namely my office? I need help.
Okay, how can I help?
By helping me.
Oh, Mom, I hate to see you in trouble like this.
Well, then just pitch in.
It's not that simple.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You've worked in my office before. You know how it's done. I just need a few days. Can't you spare a few days for your mom? Just to keep your mother sane. You know, the mother that spent hours and hours and days in labor trying to give you birth.
I thought you told me I was an easy birth. You know, 10 hours labor.
You see how desperate I've become? I'm now ready to inflict guilt. Please, just until I find an assistant, please.
Oh, Mom, I can't.
We knew it.
I'm right in the middle of booking 3-month acts for Indigo. I have musicians and managers and agents to call back. I have to reschedule them. I'm swamped.
You never loved me. Bo? Oh, I don't care if you have to call an exorcist. You get this demon from my house.
Oh, Mud. Come here. Come here, Mud. Mud. I've tried, honey. I've tried all over town. I have tried, okay?
What about Max? He's lonely. Doesn't he need a dog?
You said Max needed a woman, not a dog.
Why can't he have both?
Max has always been the kind of guy that wanted it all, so, yeah, I give it a shot. But first, I have another cruel, opportunistic, manipulative little plan.
Well, you have to be cruel to be kind. God, I hope it works.
Gotta go, honey.
Okay.
Come on, Mud, see you, Rach.
Bye, but I love you, but don't you dare come home if you still have that dog. Sorry, I don't mean to have a psychotic breakdown in front of you.
Oh, Mama, it's okay. I've seen it all before. Look, if you kill me, you might never know that I have an answer maybe to your problem. Georgie Phillips. She's an old friend from law school. We lost touch for a while, but she stopped into Club Indigo the other night.
And this helps me how?
She's in her last year of law school. She's working at the library, but she's not making much money. And she has a real light course load. And she's looking for a job that'll teach her more about the practice of law. You know, more challenge, more money.
I can do money. I can do more money. I can. And challenge. I mean, look at this. So, this Billy. Georgie. Is she up for the job?
Well, I know from law school that Georgie was the most fanatically organized, hell-bent to succeed student in the class.
When can she start?
Also, she heard you at that law lecture at LU. She thought you sounded amazing.
Oh, good. She's qualified. When can she start?
Well, I'll give her a call, and I'll see if she's interested.
If she's interested. No. She has to be interested. She has to be. You got to track her down.
Mom,
What?
I have to be at my desk. Remember, calls are waiting. Calls?
Well, then go. Go to your desk and make the phone calls. Track down Bobby.
Georgie.
Whatever.
Okay, I'll give her a call, and I'll see if she's interested. And if she's interested, I'll bring her to your office.
Good. When? This morning, right? Early? Soon?
Love you.
Soon.
What the devil is this?
This is Georgie Phillips.
Oh, I am so pleased to meet you. I am so pleased to meet you, Georgie.
Me too. I brought my resume, so you could... Well, I'll just let you two get down to business. Why don't you give me a call? Maybe you can have dinner with me at Indigo. I'd love to. Okay, and thanks so much for this. Oh, hey, it was my pleasure. Mama? See you later.
Bye, thank you.
As you can see, I'll be finished with all my classes and get my degree in the spring. Until then, I only have 5 hours of classes per week, plus a paper, of course.
Of course.
Clearly, working full-time won't be a problem. I'm equally comfortable with Windows 95, Word, WordPerfect, Excel, Lotus, any and all data management and presentation software. I'm also well acquainted with all online legal sources and databases.
You are just incredibly brilliant.
There's no brilliance necessary in the law, only common sense and relatively clean fingernails.
That's Doris Lessing. That's my favorite writer.
Mine too.
Oh.
Are there any questions I haven't answered?
Yeah. Where have you been all my life? You have a lot of job experience for someone so young.
I'm not as young as my impending graduation would suggest.
Well, you wear it very well.
Thank you. No, actually, my higher education has been an uphill road for me. My father died when I was a freshman undergrad.
I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago. Anyway, it took me 5 years to get my BA.
Wow.
Fortunately, I got a grant to cover my first year of law school, or I don't think I ever would have started. Since then, well, it was another 5 years of school and working.
So that makes you 78?
Most mornings I feel like it. I almost quit.
Well, lucky for me, you didn't.
No, there was no luck about it. I didn't quit because of you.
Excuse me?
You came and spoke to my class.
Me? Oh, well, I mean, I know I spoke at the law school, but I didn't think I was that good.
It was good enough for me. I stayed in school and... You know, I even came to see you work at the courthouse.
Hey, look at me. I'm a field trip. Georgie, I'm very flattered. I really am. But let's not forget the inspiration that I gave you, inadvertent though it may have been. Your primary responsibility as my assistant would be to stay in school, and that you come and you tell me if in any way, shape, or form your workload is interfering with your studies.
Does that mean I got the job?
Welcome to the firm. When can you start?
My job at the law library is temporary. I can start whenever you say.
Now?
Right now.
This is a dog, Clint. Don't you recognize a dog when you see one?
Yeah. I know a dog when I see one. Am I seeing a dog?
What's your dog's name?
His name is Mud.
Mud? You call him Mud?
Yes, I do, and don't even ask, okay? Joey, it's good to have you back.
Good to be back, Uncle Bo. Thanks.
As a matter of fact, this little guy right here is sort of a, well, he's kind of a welcome home gift for you.
What kind?
Do me a favor, Clint. Don't help, okay? Can you do that?
I thought I was doing that.
No, you're not doing that.
Guys, listen, I hate to interrupt a good squabble between brothers, but, Bo, I can't. I really appreciate the offer and all, but, you know, I just have a problem with my asthma around dogs.
Asthma? You haven't had an attack since you were in your teens, Joey.
That's true. It's just, I have these warning wheezes around dust, dander, stuff like that.
Warning wheezes?
I just don't know what else to call them.
It's the dog, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, I'm out of here.
Hey, Clint, don't you need a little extra company?
No, I don't. No,
Yeah.
Bo, I don't need anything. I am one happy fella. Joey, Bo.
So long, Clint. Sorry about that old Mud dog. Come on. Come on, man.
I heard about Drew leaving town.
Yeah.
Look, I'm really sorry that it didn't work out here for him. And I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to get to know him better, you know?
Yeah, me too. I wish I'd had a clearer vision of what he was really all about right from the beginning. Maybe things would have turned out a little differently.
Yeah, I feel really bad, Uncle Bo. I knew before I left that something was going on with him, and I just didn't know how to bring it up to you.
Well, it's okay, because if you'd have come to me to tell me, I probably wouldn't have listened anyway, so I don't want you to worry about it.
Joey, I cannot believe you are home.
Oh, hi, you gorgeous. Oh, hey, Bella.
Stop. How are you? Hi, Uncle Bo.
Hi.
Where did you get this?
Oh, he just sort of came into our lives, you know.
Oh, he is the cutest thing I have ever seen.
This dog is just terrific, you know. He practically walks himself. He gets his own food. You know what I mean is he practically feeds himself, you know, and he's well behaved. This is the nicest dog I've ever met in my entire life.
Why are you so eager to get rid of him?
What? We're not. We love him. It's just that Nora and I do not exactly have a dog lifestyle. We work like dogs, but we're not great dog owners. Dogs, they need affection. They need love, caring. They need somebody to be a real pal to them. Somebody just like you, Jess.
You used to be my favorite brother-in-law. It makes me sad to see that you sink so low.
Well, desperate times.
Mom, please, can we keep him? Look how cute he is.
No.
I will do all the work. You don't have to do anything. He'll be my
Jessica,
dog.
Jessica, stand up. Turn around, face me, and listen to me.
Right. I guess that means no.
Isn't that what I said? No? That's what I thought. Honey, when you have your own house, your own furniture, and your own possessions that live around your dog, you can have all the dogs you'd like. I'll come visit you then. But for me, right now, no.
So what if it's the end of my marriage?
So what?
Joey, good to have you back home, buddy.
Thanks.
Jess, I'm just so sorry, you know, but it'll be okay. Yeah, it'll be just fine, so.
Vicky?
I'll see you out, Bo. I want to make sure you wouldn't be leaving anything behind.
No, you wound me. You know, would I stoop that low? No.
Yes, you would.
Well, good try.
Hey, I was just blowing smoke. I couldn't take care of it myself. I don't have enough free time to begin with. How could I take care of a dog?
So you don't know me well enough to know what desperate and dead serious looks like on me. This is it. This is what it looks like. So when I say right now, I mean right now.
Isn't that what right now means?
Well, take a look around. There's lots of things to do.
Well, we can firebomb the place and start fresh. Or if you're fond of any of the furniture, we could see what's salvageable.
Well, I'm going to leave all the technicalities up to you because I am due in court.
I hope this job comes with the usual benefits.
Oh, yes. Medical, health, vacation days, you name them, you got them.
Actually, I was kind of thinking of the occasional day in court with you.
Oh, yes, and you'll also have to participate in preparation.
Well, who needs major medical?
You do. Don't even joke about it. I gotta go. Thank you. Thank your mother for me. Thank your grandparents. Thank every ancestor you have that has contributed to your being here today.
I think you probably just need to thank Rachel.
I'm going to thank Rachel.
Don't be late.
I'm not gonna be late. I'm not gonna be late. I'm going. Bye.
Hello? Sorry, I'm looking for my wife.
You must be Commissioner Buchanan. It's so good to meet you.
Well, yes, and you must be someone I don't know.
I'm Georgie Phillips, Nora's new assistant.
And the answer to my prayers.
I'm just here to help her out a little bit.
Oh, and I hope you're good at it. And I hope you love it here.
I am good, and I know I'm gonna love it. I went through all the papers around. I sorted all the documents by case and put them in folders. The contents of each folder are arranged chronologically. Actually, that part was easy because you tend to stack things the same way.
That's just survival skills honed over many years. Plus, they kind of land wherever I throw them.
Well, anyway, the filing's done. I transcribed your phone messages into your memo pad, and I also took the liberty of entering all of your appointments into your calendar instead of leaving them kind of stuck on the wall in various places in no apparent order and on stickum pads.
Geez, that all?
No.
No?
I did a little research into document storage. Well, with all of your incredible shrinking file space.
Yes, well, I think that's why I started using the desk as a file cabinet.
Electronic file storage and retrieval is just the solution.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So many clean surfaces.
Does it make you nervous?
Yes, it makes me incredibly nervous.
You'll get over it. At first, it's just like you grew up in the mountains, say in upstate New York, and someone just plunked you right in the middle of Kansas. But you'll learn to love it. I did.
You're nothing like me.
Oh, no, I'm worse.
No, I don't think that's possible. I really don't. Oh. I get it. I get it. This is a test, isn't it? That's what this is.
A test?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, God's got this figured out all perfectly. That's right. See, I'm going to become so dependent on you to learn some mystical lesson, the meaning of which will elude me entirely, while you go off and leave me for another job, probably at the worst possible moment.
I don't think God is that mean.
You don't have the suspicious soul of a Jew. I mean, we love God dearly, but he does play tricks on us.
Believe me, I don't think I figure prominently in his plans.
Oh, I think you do. Because if you're for real, you have been brought to me by divine providence.
I really appreciate this. It's a real vote of confidence. You're hiring me.
Are you kidding? It was an act of desperation.
Oh.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I meant hiring you with a vote of confidence.
Really? Thanks. I didn't realize that.
Oh, do you think it's going to catch a cold lying here naked all day? Maybe I should turn the heat up.
I can knit it a snuggly.
You knit?
Do you?
No, I don't.
I could teach you. It's incredibly therapeutic.
Yeah, that would be great. Do you crochet?
Yeah.
You do? I have these beautiful heirloom pillows that has this incredibly intricate crocheted border around it that just got completely devastated by this beast that's been living in our house since Beau brought it home. And I was wondering, if you could just teach me how to crochet, I could repair it, you know, and on some of my free time now that you're here to make harmony and peace out of my life.
I'd be glad to look at it. So what kind of animal is this?
They tell me it's a dog.
That chews things.
Chews would not quite capture the essence of what this animal does. Mangles, devastates, destruction left in its wake.
That's not good.
I want to kill it.
That's really not good.
No.
Pepper.
Excuse me?
Red pepper. Strategically sprayed and sprinkled all over the house and possible targets. One chew, it'll never do it again.
Is it cruel?
Well, it's drastic, but it works.
Wow. Oh, Georgie, I don't know how I'm going to demonstrate to you how appreciative I am that you've come to work for me.
Well, actually, I have this conflict next semester.
No, please. You can't leave me. No, I know I said that your studies were more important, but you see, I lied.
No, you couldn't pry me off the walls here. No, I need advice. Wills or trial advocacy?
Oh, trial advocacy, definitely. Oh, it's relevant, it's practical, and besides, I heard that Professor Shamsky is terrific.
Except all the students are taking wills.
Oh, it's so boring, absolutely boring, and you can learn that on your own. Besides, Professor Kingman is a fat showboat.
Thank you. You know, as much as I enjoy school, I'm just so tired of all the lecture hall politics. I just want to finish practicing so I could, well, start practicing.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I can't do anything about speeding up your graduation, but I can offer you some incentives.
Incentives work?
Well, once you stop dilly-dallying around the office and getting this office run smoothly. I want you to become intimately familiar with my caseload. And once you do, then we can discuss you possibly joining me on some depositions.
Yes, that would be fantastic.
Well, if you're going to be an important part of this practice, it's essential.
I'd like to discuss some of the issues involved in ending my partnership with RJ and explore a possible partnership with Max.
I'm sorry. I thought that everything with Indigo was a roaring success.
Yes.
So, what happened to RJ?
Very different management styles.
What makes you think that's not going to happen with Max here, you know? Management styles are very unique. They're like a fingerprint. What exactly about RJ's management styles did you find incompatible?
Maybe you better tell her the whole story.
Okay. A wrong guy out of New York decided to grab himself a piece of Blue Jay Indigo. RJ held him off, but in order to buy peace, he had to sign a kid that this guy owns. Don't get me wrong, Nora. RJ really did buy peace. That's not in question.
So you're leaving Indigo is not out of fear for your own safety?
Believe me, concerns for my safety have absolutely nothing to do with this. My big problem is RJ did all this without consulting me. Now, I told him at the start of our relationship that I was not interested in a partner who made unilateral moves. But now I see RJ really doesn't want a partner. He needs control. And to me, that means he doesn't understand what a partnership is.
Excuse me. I have your coffees.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Black, 1 sugar.
Thank you.
Black, no sugar.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Milk, 1 sugar.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. I completely understand why you want to leave RJ. I'm very disappointed. I mean, for Rachel's sake as much as yours.
Nora, Rachel's like a younger sister to me. I'd never leave her in harm's way. But this thing with RJ and me is more of a personal conflict. I don't think you need to worry about Rachel.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your reassurances. I really do. But somehow motherhood and reassurance, they're just sort of mutually exclusive. I am very happy, however, to help counsel you and you, Max, in whatever arrangement you'd like, but I have to tell you on a personal level, this is like my worst nightmare come true.
I'd have to agree with you on that. I mean, I can't imagine one of my kids in the same spot. I'm sorry. Nora, I just sympathize with you, that's all.
Rachel had told me a little bit about how you, Hank, and Bo felt about her joining RJ at Indigo. It's well known this business has its share of questionable characters. But Rachel is very strong and pretty capable of taking care of herself. And besides that, I know RJ would move heaven and earth to keep her out of danger of any kind.
Well, he damn well better.
Look, Nora, if you need to discuss this with Rachel, it's fine by me.
Thank you, Jakara.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah, no, everything's just fine. Can you hold down can you run the office for a little bit?
I don't have an appointment for you. Were you...
No, I got a meeting that just came up.
I don't have anything in the book.
Well, you know what? Sometimes things aren't in the book. Hold down the fort, will you?
Hey, Georgie? Are you okay? Did something happen?
No. It's Nora.
Mama.
Hello. Hey, where's RJ?
He's not here.
Oh, well, that's all right. I'll catch up with him later. I really came to speak with you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Jakara came to see me. What's RJ up to? I mean, really.
What's wrong? Georgie, you said something about Nora. Now, what is it?
No. No, there's nothing wrong with Nora.
Then what?
It's just... I'm so happy to be here. Nora's so wonderful.
Yeah, I agree. I usually don't cry about it. I don't know. Maybe I have once or twice.
If a client walked in the door right now and saw me hysterical with joy, I'd be mortified. Oh, I'll wash this and get it back to you. Please, don't tell Nora about this. This is not proper office behavior.
Well, these are not proper office hours.
1 second, I was busy doing work, and then I stopped, and I thought about how happy I was. And I guess I just got a little overwhelmed. I mean, I'm Nora Buchanan's assistant. Oh, God. Oh, God, I still have all these folders to put away.
No. Georgie, I'm not going to let you work another minute in this office.
You know exactly why Jakara split up her partnership with RJ. It's the only reason you're here.
Is that what you think?
Tell me you didn't know that RJ signed a singer with Mob Connections.
Might have heard something to that effect.
And that he didn't consult Jakara?
I just don't want you mixed up in any of this.
I think she left out an important fact, Mom. It was RJ who stopped them from muscling in on the club in the music business.
No, see, Jakara told me that RJ bought some time. But how much time, Rachel? What's the next step?
RJ has it all under control.
I don't even care about RJ's take on this. I want you out.
Think again, Mom. I am not 6 years old. Besides, you only got part of the story.
When it comes to my daughter involved with gangsters, I only need one part of the story.
I am not involved with gangsters.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. RJ signed their singer to stop the takeover.
Whatever happened to get all the facts? You know, make an informed decision. All that stuff you preach?
You know what? I don't care what kind of spin your uncle has put on all of this. Whether it's a cot or a California king, RJ is in bed with a mob.
Don't you trust me to take care of myself? You don't, do you? No matter what I accomplish, you know, I'm always going to be that girl that got strung out on drugs.
Oh, that's not true.
No, Mom? What were the first words that you said to me when I told you I was going to work for RJ? Not, congratulations, or, what a great opportunity. No. It was, there's a lot of drugs in the music business.
I trust you. I do. But this whole thing scares me. I'm emotionally involved here. From the very beginning of your association with RJ and this club, your father, Bo, and I have all been concerned for your safety.
Here we go again.
It's not just the drugs. It's not just that. We know that there's certain areas of the music industry that are controlled by some rather shady characters. Well, we were very concerned that RJ might start hooking up with some of his old colleagues.
Oh, once a crook, like, once an addict?
No. But isn't that what he did when he signed their singer?
Not at all, Mom. Those people came to him. He didn't go to them. They tried to muscle in on the club. They tried to muscle in on Blue Jay Music. He stopped them.
He stopped them by signing a deal with them.
He signed a talented singer that Jakara was ready to sign when she heard his demo.
Sweetie, he signed the not based on talent.
Are you not listening to me? Are you not hearing a word I'm saying? He saved the business, Mom.
For whom?
All right. There is an underside to the music business.
That's right. It's a damn dangerous one.
Well, you know what? So's the rest of the world. But Jakara isn't ready to accept that reality, and I am. RJ did everything he could to save the business, and I am so behind him.
Okay, sweetheart, I'll tell you. Uncle RJ's world is a very sexy, very glamorous world. It's very easy to be taken in by all the glitter.
Give me a little credit, Mom. I know what I'm doing.
Boy, have I heard that before.
I'm over 21. I love working with RJ, and I love this business. I'm good at it. And I'm not leaving it.
What do you mean you don't want me to work for Nora anymore?
No, that's not what I...
Just
that's
because
not...
there's some tears?
Hold it.
Commissioner Buchanan, you can't do this to me.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Georgie, listen, you are the best thing that's happened to Nora in months.
Really?
Yeah. But you're not going to be good for anybody if you're exhausted. So, call it a night, okay? Go home. Get some sleep.
It is pretty late.
Yeah. Did you eat dinner?
No.
Georgie, you have to take care of yourself just like you take care of everything in this office.
I had breakfast.
No. You are too valuable to Nora, and so to me, too, for us to lose you now.
There is not a chance of that. I'm here for the long haul.
Well, that's good, because I'll tell you something. Nora's office has not looked this neat since she moved into it.
She's so easy to work for. She makes you want to go the extra mile.
Uh-huh. Well, you know, you haven't seen her after a long day in court yet.
Commissioner Buchanan, after a long day in court, she's allowed to behave almost any way she wants.
You may live to regret those sentiments. And as long as she's Nora, I'm Bo. All right? All right. Now, the reason I stopped by here, I figured she'd need a chocolate fix about now, but since she's not here...
She should be back soon.
Well, that's okay. I'll just leave these here as a little surprise.
That is so great. I don't think anybody in my family would ever think to do that.
Yeah?
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I had an awful life or anything.
Oh, glad to hear that.
Just never had anybody in my corner, either.
Well, Georgie, you do now.
I always wanted a mentor. And Nora, somebody that I respect, giving me advice about law school. In a past life, I must have done something really, really, really good.
Sound of music, huh? Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you a little something about Nora, okay? She's a great judge of character. She's smart as a whip, and she will never steer you wrong.
I know that.
Excuse me. Yeah. No, I'll be right there, okay?
Something serious?
Yeah, it could be a community nightmare. Somebody has vandalized the statue on Angel Square.
You still here?
I guess we're both workaholics. Commissioner Buchanan came by to pick you up.
Bo?
He had to leave.
Oh.
I guess I better tell you this. He's going to tell you anyway.
What?
I was in tears when he came in.
What? What happened?
No, it's just... This has just been such a whirlwind. And I haven't had time to process it. So when I stopped to think about how happy and lucky I am, I just got a little overwhelmed. Exactly at the wrong moment. But he was really nice and funny.
Well, Bo's had a lot of experience lately dealing with emotional women. Georgie, I just want you to know that no matter how happy you are, I'm much happier that you're here as my assistant.
Thank you.
Now, did Bo say when he'd be back?
No, he didn't mention it. He got a call and he had to rush off. Someone vandalized a statue in Angel Square.
Oh, no.
He expected it to be a delicate situation.
Yes, well, the statue means a lot to everybody in this community, not just to the people of Angel Square. Christian Vega, who designed it, is a friend of ours.
I'm sorry.
Does Chris and his mother know?
No, he didn't mention it. Is there anything I can do?
Oh, no. Yes. If Bo comes back, will you just let him know that I've gone to the diner to be with Carlotta?
Will do.
Thank you.
Did you see Rachel?
I didn't mention that that's where I was going, but how did you know?
I served coffee during your consultation with Mr. Holden and Miss Principal, and I heard them mention Rachel. Deductive reasoning, I just figured you were going to see her.
I bet your LSAT scores were terrific, too, huh?
Is she okay?
Rachel's fine.
And you?
I think there's probably a better thing to do than be a parent, you know, maybe an alligator wrestler, for example.
I might be out of line, but you must be doing something right.
Oh, not today, Georgie.
I wish you could have heard the way Rachel described you to me when she told me about this job.
Really? How?
It's like, I know my family brags about me to strangers, but they can't say I'm proud of you to me. And they are. And so's Rachel.
How did you get to be so wise so young?
I'm just like Rachel. We were brought up well.
Oh, now this is when you hit me up for a raise, right?
When I went to see Rachel at the Club Indigo, I couldn't believe how she took charge of her life and all the things that she's been through. And I heard that she'd done so many things. I was so impressed.
Yeah, she did turn out to be pretty terrific.
And you have a lot to do with that.
Thanks for the reminder.
That's what an assistant's for.
Yeah, but still, you know, when I think of her past, I'm just afraid I crowd her.
Seems to me that you give her strength. You fight for her. Big difference. Whole nother thing. I'd love to have a mother who did something like that for me.
Can you just put this on tape, and the next time Rachel and I collide, I could just pop it into a headset?
You're going off to the diner.
Right, and you?
I'm going to put a call into Bo.
And then you're going to close up shop and go home?
In a minute.
I mean it, Georgie.
Good night.
Thank you for everything.
All right, 6:30 this morning, my phone rings. Your wife tells me she wants to discuss this mess with Jakara and RJ and how it affects Rachel. She tells me that I'm to show up at your house tonight, then she hangs up.
How come you always call Nora my wife when she does something that's just a little bit...
intense?
Intense, yes. You heard from Rachel?
No, I've been trying to get in touch with her ever since this happened. I think she's avoiding me. So I was having a conversation last night at Rudy's with Jakara. She was telling me about the trouble that RJ is having. Boy, I thought I was going to be sick.
Hank, you will be sick if you keep woofing down that Halloween candy like that.
No matter how you slice it, Rachel's caught up in another one of RJ's messes. Did you talk to her?
Yeah, well, I gave her a call, but she didn't call me back. Thought that was an accident.
Well, she couldn't avoid me. I went right to Club Indigo.
And?
Well, she seemed to insist that RJ was Blue Jay's savior. You know, that he single-handedly saved the company from being taken over by the mob.
By signing some wise guy's pet singer to a contract?
That's called appeasement.
It's called playing with fire.
Yeah, well, I want her the hell out of there.
Well, I tried to tell her that. You know what? She told me where I could go. In so many words. The harder I leaned on her, the more she dug her heels in.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, excuse me. You know, the same would have happened if I'd given it a shot. You know, I was just starting to trust RJ. The fool that I was.
Our place, there's an element of danger in there. I don't care what Shakara says. And Rachel just will not acknowledge it.
I think you guys are selling Rachel just a little bit short now. She's got a good head on her shoulders.
Yeah, but she never uses it when it comes to RJ. Never has.
Oh, no. I mean, she's been happier than I've ever seen her these last few months. I mean, she just absolutely loves being part of Jakara and RJ's world. You know, the festival, the club, all of it. She's not about to give it up.
I was sure Jakara could keep RJ from slipping back into his old gangster groove again. But there he is, back into it. Only this time, he's taking our daughter with him.
I feel like we're caught in the middle of some sort of Halloween nightmare.
Honey, you're overreacting.
I don't know, Bo. See, RJ, he tends to breed trouble, and somehow I doubt that's going to change. What we've got to do is find a way to convince Rachel to back away from him.
You see, I doubt that's going to happen.
Thank you for your optimism.
Wait. You said yourself, honey, not only is Rachel just nuts about RJ, but you said you leaned on her, okay? All that did was push her even closer to RJ.
Yeah, and so what are we supposed to do, sit around on our hands?
Well, maybe I can suggest that you cross your fingers first, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Now, look, RJ is not a fool. Now, why would a partner in a record company, especially one that's as savvy about lowlifes as RJ is, make a deal with some wise guy knowing that sooner or later this guy is going to try to grab the entire company? You know? It doesn't make sense.
So you're saying that RJ is this poor, misunderstood hero that Rachel thinks he is?
What I'm saying is, I don't think that RJ is the kind of guy that would make some deal that would leave him, much less Rachel, you know, right there with a bunch of goons. Do you think so?
I hate it when you're logical.
A little late for trick-or-treaters. I just hope we have enough candy left to share with the kids.
Hey, well, listen, sorry to bother you, but we really need your help.
Can we?
Yeah, come on in, come on in. What's up?
It's about Eli. Hi.
Hi, yourself. What's this about Eli?
He ran away this afternoon.
Again?
Yeah, listen, he came by the community center and he was pleading with me. He wanted to come back to the rectory. I said he couldn't, and then he got upset and he ran away again before I could stop him. So,
I'm gonna get some units down there to
Thanks.
where the
Thanks a
kid
lot.
can't get too far.
Don't be so sure. He also stole all the money out of the tip jar at the diner. He has enough cash on him to get out of land you.
All right, guys, listen, we're going to get out of here, but do me a favor. Let me know anything that you hear about Rachel and RJ, okay?
And we're the first to know.
Thank you.
Huh.
Okay, you try not to worry, all right?
Eli will turn up, Carla.
From your mouth to his boss's ears, huh? Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night, all.
Take care. See you later, Hank. Okay, I guess I better get going, too. There's a possibility he'll turn up at the rectory, and I want to be there if he does. All right, you keep me posted?
Yeah, you bet we will.
All right, sorry to impose.
Okay. Night.
Good night.
I have to put you on a diet.
No, no, no.
Oh, not you,
again.
not
No.
you, Mr. Muscles, not you. It's just these papers. For goodness sake, God. They all fit in here when I first came home 2 hours ago, and now they...
Well, maybe that's where all the food in the house went, too.
The cupboard's there.
Yes, it is Mother Hubbard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to call the grocery store with a delivery list.
It's okay. I'll tell you what, we'll eat at the diner after that community meeting, okay? To replace the angel statue. You forgot. Okay.
I'm supposed to meet Georgie at the office to go over a case.
That's another thing you forgot, honey. Sleep. You know, most people go back to their office in the morning after they've had breakfast. And, of course, we don't have any coffee in the house either.
I'm a bad wife.
I can do the shopping, too. You know, we got a certain lifestyle going here.
It ain't half bad, is it?
No, it isn't. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to the meeting. You go to the office. We stay there 1 hour, no more than that, all right? Then on the way home, I stop, get a video, get some Chinese takeout.
We rush home, we climb into bed, and we make crumbs. Get a video that's sexy and funny.
That's us. Sexy and funny. Okay, how fast can we get back here?
Are you kidding? Fast. On your mark, get set, go. No, Muddy! Oh. Ow.
Honey?
Ow, 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 ow.
Actually, there's a dog.
What you need for a sprained ankle is rice.
Oh, Georgie, I'm not hungry.
It's an acronym. Rest, ice, compression, elevation.
Got it. Well, thanks, Larry. All right. Larry says, it sounds like a sprain to him. He could see you first thing in the morning. This is what he thinks you need. Get this one. Rice.
Yeah.
R-I...
Yeah. Georgie's way ahead of you. Look, I can't meet with Larry tomorrow. I have to be in court.
I don't think so, honey.
Excuse me, wait just a minute here.
Georgie, don't let her get vertical, okay? I'd like to skip this meeting, but things are getting a little out of hand because that statue got vandalized in Angel Square. So I want to keep a lid on it before they really do get out of hand.
You can drive me to the courthouse.
I heard that.
Don't worry, Bo. I will see that she postpones the case.
Okay, all right. I used up all the ice. I'll pick up a bag on the way home. If she gives you any problem...
Will you stop talking about will you shush up? This is all your fault, you mangy mutt. You can quiet. Now, basta, scat, go away.
Mud, down. Good dog.
Well, Georgie clearly has everything under control, so... see you later.
Is there anything you can't do?
You need to stay off your feet completely for at least 24 hours.
Wait a minute, a whole day?
You know what? I think you're a work junkie.
Oh, me? No. I complain about my workload, but I love it.
That's why you're so good.
Yeah, well, I am good. Thank you for reminding me.
It must have been hard for you when you were suspended for a while after that fraternity house rape trial. I've been, reading up on some of your past cases. I've always wondered what I'd do if I suddenly realized my client was guilty after all and might go free because I defended him so well.
Everyone is entitled to a good defense, Georgie.
I suppose some lawyers can take that at face value. I'd have a hard time with it.
Well, obviously, I had a hard time with it also because I threw the trial. I mean, it was unethical. I paid the price, not my finest hour.
Oh, I don't know about that. It was morally courageous.
Well...
And you also were defending Kevin Buchanan, who was innocent. He's Bo's nephew?
Yeah, right. Well, see, I was dating Bo. That's how I became involved in the case in the first place. My every instinct told me that Kevin Buchanan was being set up, and I was right. He was. I just made the mistake of assuming that his friends, Zachary and Powell and Todd Manning, were also being set up. I was wrong. I listened with my mind, not my gut. Trust your instincts, Georgie. It's very, very important. Listen to what's behind the words that people use. That's where the truth lies.
The Iceman cometh.
Hey.
All quiet here on the western front. I'm having sensory delusions right now. I smell something delicious.
Georgie's cooking us dinner.
Home-cooked meal? In this house? This is a treat.
How was the meeting?
Don't break my concentration, honey, okay? I want to remember this moment always. I mean, this is what real food really smells like. Wow.
Oh, I think I died and went to heaven.
Oh. What was in that pasta?
Oh, a little this, a little that. My mom hated grocery shopping. I learned to make do. I'm really glad you like it.
Oh, hey, you can cook for us anytime.
You mean it? Because I could make you and Nora dinner for as long as she's laid up like this.
No, you don't have to do that, for goodness sake. We'll just order in the way we have been doing.
Honey, Georgie just said she loves to cook in a great kitchen. Let's not deprive her
It would be my pleasure, honest.
No, believe me, the pleasure would be all ours, especially if you join us for dinner.
Oh, yes. That way we could work longer hours.
Only if you get plenty of rest and stay off that ankle.
Yes, ma'am. You earned overtime tonight, by the way.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'll just do the dishes before I
No, hey, dishes. I can do dishes. Listen, we want to save your talents for what is really essential here. Keeping Nora happy, keeping her off her feet, making Mud behave. Tell you what, you run home, you get yourself some sleep, okay? And by the way, we have an account at Robinson's Market. You just charge everything right there, and I'll, whoops.
Okay.
I'll look for some nice bottles of wine to complement these delicious meals you prepare for us.
Gosh, after all this, I hope you won't be disappointed.
What, in you? Never happened.
Okay, bye.
Bye. God bless Georgie Phillips. You're disgusting. Look at you. You're drooling. No. These are not for dogs. Sit. You're not going to rest until you get some of this. Oh, all right. All right, I'll give you a piece. But under one condition. First of all, you cannot speak to me that way. And second of all, I'll give this to you, but you know what you have to do? You have to go eat it someplace else, and don't you think it over more. Oh, don't look cute. Okay. Here. Oh. Ew. Ew. You slobbered on me. And I said you had to go eat that in the kitchen. Where did you go? Why didn't you? You didn't leave. Go away now. This is mine. Go away now. Go away. Go.
Mud, over there. Hi, Nora. How's your ankle feeling?
Sprained. How did you do that?
Honest, if I knew, I'd tell you. So I brought groceries for dinner, and the papers you wanted from the office.
Oh, good.
And my rewrite of the partnership agreement between Max Holden and Jakara Principal. What, is there something wrong with it?
What? This? Oh, no. Did you bring enough for 4?
For dinner? Yeah, sure, there's plenty.
Great, because I needed Max to go over this agreement anyway, so why don't I just ask him over for dinner and he can look at it then? You remember meeting Max at the office, right?
A guy that good-looking you don't forget.
Hello.
Max, Nora.
How you doing?
I happen to have the rewrite of your partnership agreement with Jakara, and I was wondering if you'd like to come over for dinner and look it over.
Are you cooking?
No.
Is Bo cooking?
No.
Is this one of those bring the Chinese food on your way over kind of dinners?
Max, you wound me.
Yeah, sure.
My assistant, Georgie, is doing all the cooking. She is a sensational cook. One would be a fool to pass this up. You met her at the office, didn't you?
Yeah, Jakar and I met her.
Sensational young woman.
Yeah. You know, I really hate to be fixed up.
Fixed up? I'm not fixing you up. I'm asking you over for dinner. I wasn't fixing you up.
Right. Okay, what time do you want me over?
What is that incredible smell I'm smelling?
Veal marsala with garlic bread and pasta salad.
I can't wait. What? What?
Does your doctor have you on painkillers?
Yes. I hate them.
You need a nap before dinner.
No, don't do naps. Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's just go up and have one then.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's the boss here?
Right now, the pharmaceutical's in your system. Go lie down.
I was lying down.
Go lie down without work.
I don't do that. I can't do that. I can't. Oh, okay. I'll go, but I'll do it myself. I'll make the stairs myself.
Yeah, right, with one leg and a head full of pharmaceuticals.
I can do it. Oh, can only get Mud to behave like that. Oh. Doorbell.
Listen, forget it. Go lie down. I'll get the door. Hello. Hi. Hi. Oh, what is that incredible smell? It's food. I'm in the wrong house.
Everybody's a comedian.
Where are you going? Your mom needs a nap. You? A nap?
Doctor's orders. Did you need me, sweetheart?
No. Why don't you just go have that nap now?
Bye. Ow. Going now. Bye-bye.
You are just amazing. No, your mom is amazing. This job is amazing. And there's nothing I wouldn't do to keep it. I'm so grateful that you thought of me. I love coming to work every day. I used to have a job like that. Just last week, in fact. I know. I heard about the Indigo Blue Jay partnership going by the board. Ugh. You know, it just makes me so sick. I do know. But what if you went with Jakara to her new gig at Rhodey's? I'm sure she'd be so grateful to have her trusted associate with her. I could never do that to RJ. Besides, the music business was never passing fancy for him. Club Indigo is going to be in the business one way or another. Mud, sit. Do you know that you have a gift to tame the untamable? Your mom's not that hard to handle. Because she's not your mother. Try it from her daughter's perspective. You'll see that it's a very interesting experience. It's one of the reasons why I dropped out of law school. 2 years of my mother's advice on every aspect of my education. I saw a very blinding vision of her micromanaging my every move in my illustrious career, and I decided that I did not need a mentor and a mentor too. So I realized that my mother was just enough being my mother. I had no idea your mother was such a control freak. Well, obviously not, or you wouldn't have done what you've done.
What do you mean?
Well, my mother accepting help and advice. It goes against every fiber of her being.
You took a nap? Who are you, anyway?
A new woman.
I like the old woman.
Hey, cut the old woman stuff.
Come on in. Hey, yeah. What is that incredible smell?
It's veal marsala with garlic bread and pasta salad. Hi, Max.
Ooh. Hi, Nora. Guess you figured out that Nora isn't cooking. Hi, Bo. Hello, Max. Max, do you know Georgie?
Oh, yeah, hi. Nice to see you again.
You too.
You know, not only did she keep my office running like a Swiss timepiece, not only did she do a bang-up job on your contract with Jakara, not only is she a delight to be around, the woman cooks, too.
Nice dog.
Max, the dog, his name is Mud.
For a good reason.
Honey, please, I'm working right now. Mud, you get it? Max, Mud. Perfect mascot for Serenity Springs. Mud.
You're trying to unload that pooch, aren't you?
Who'd want to get rid of a dog like that? Have you seen the tricks he can play?
Thank you.
Mud, sit. Be Elvis. Be Lassie. Good boy.
Well, if you were getting rid of such a great dog, I mean, you couldn't have found yourself a better salesperson.
Does that mean you don't want a mascot? Or you don't want a dog?
Me? No. My twins might really like one, though. Well, you know,
Does that mean you'll take the dog?
well, you know, things have been going pretty well for me business-wise, and this partnership with Jakara is looking very promising, so maybe it's time I brought a little of my professional happiness home to my kids, yeah, I'll take them. I know I've been bamboozled here, one way or another. I know it. I just don't know how. Or by whom.
I better, clean up here.
So, what do you think?
She's great. She's great. I mean, she seems very bright and interesting. I'm just not in any position to pursue something like this right now. I mean, have you looked at my life lately?
Hey, sorry, Max. Look, we're not trying to pressure you or...
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, really. I appreciate the fact that you think I'm suitable for someone you obviously care so much about. Georgie, listen, dinner, it was fantastic, really. Thank you. Oh, and thanks for the dog.
No, thank you. Good night, Max.
Good night. Come on.
What? Oh. Listen, he's obviously a great guy. Cute, fascinating, sexy, interested in all kinds of things, but this just isn't the right time for me to get involved with somebody like that. I have to concentrate on my work, in school and in the office. But I really appreciate that you thought enough of me to fix me up with somebody as terrific as Max. Honest. I just have other things I have to focus on right now. Which is why I have to go home and get to work.
Thank you so much for dinner. You come anytime.
Really?
Okay. Bye.
Well, honey, let's look on the bright side, okay? We had a delicious meal, and we got rid of the dog.
Expecting someone else, Max?
Sort of.
I thought you were going to jump us there for a second.
Why are you here?
Nice to see you too, Max.
Honey, I told you this was not a great idea. Don't mind us. We're just leaving.
No, he's just being a poop. Come on. He'll get over it. Look at me, I'm on a crutch. Thought I'd try this out in court, see if I can elicit some sympathy. Oh.
Okay. So, we paid Max a visit, got you out of the house. She's a little stir-crazy, you know, with this sprained ankle thing, and... Yeah, wait, look there, honey. There's Mud. He's just feeling great, happy as a clam, or whatever. She also feels guilty about the dog.
I wouldn't call that guilt. I really wouldn't. I hope he hasn't chewed on anything major, you know. But he's a great watchdog. No one can come within 10 feet of the house without you knowing about it.
Say goodnight, Max. Good night, Blair. We'll show ourselves out. We know the way. Come on, let's go, honey.
Look out. Come on.
Tell him, Max.
Tell us what?
Nothing. She's just jumping the gun a little bit. Something we're not quite ready to share, okay? Sorry.
They are your friends.
That's why they will understand. Okay?
I'm really good at reading between the lines, but I think I'm in a whole different book here.
Now, believe me, you two will be the first to know if and when.
You want us out of here?
I guess that's why they made you police commissioner.
I think we should take a hint. Hey, Mud, come on,
easy,
Mud,
easy, Mud.
Stop
Mud,
it.
easy.
First it's the heirloom linens, now it's my purse money.
I think he wants you to stay,
Now he's
Nora.
got this thing for Nora.
Oh, hold him. Okay, out. Come on.
I know he's a lot to handle, but he's a great watchdog.
Don't have anything left to steal.
I bet the twins love him.
Anything wrong, Max?
No. I'm just sorry. I'm just trying not to be rude. We're in the middle of something.
Is there anything we can do to help?
No, it's just business.
Well, why didn't you say so?
It's all right. It's no problem. We'll leave. I'll limp right on out of here. Goodbye.
That was weird.
That was a mistake. And I think you're out of your mind.
Thank you very much.
Last time I checked, this car wasn't a self-starter. You waiting for inspiration?
Something is not right with our friend Max.
Well, you can say that again. He's taken up with Blair. No wonder he wasn't interested in Georgie.
Oh, he's nuts for that.
He sure is. And I really resent being shoved out of the house so he could cuddle up with Blair.
I don't know, something is up.
Sure it is.
Why was he trying to keep her so quiet?
Maybe he felt guilty.
I don't think it was guilt. I think it was more like desperation. But what has he got to be desperate about? Something that he couldn't tell us. Why? And where's he going this time of night?
I don't think Blair was with him.
No. Interesting.
Huh. Well, maybe he went out for pizza or something and Blair stayed with the kids inside sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be. Just hope so, for Max's sake. But my gut's telling me something else.
What's your gut telling you to do about it?
Max was not himself tonight.
Oh, yeah? Who was he?
Just some strange, weird, desperate guy.
Oh, are we following him?
Who? Max?
What other him are we discussing?
No, we're not following him, honey. We're just driving along behind him.
Well, yes, that's true. But if we're going home, we're going in the complete opposite direction.
We're sure in a hurry to get out of there. Wasn't he left Blair at his place?
I don't know. Maybe he was, maybe he had to go to Rhodey's and check things out there.
Well, Rhodey's is east. We are driving north.
Okay, maybe he went for pizza, you know? And he left Blair at the house to watch the kids because they're sleeping upstairs. She was hungry.
We should have stayed on Lincoln then and gone to Baggio's. Of course, there's that place on Mountain Road. Maybe he went there, but... Yeah, he sure wanted us out of that house tonight, didn't he? Huh? And then Blair kept telling him, you know, go... Tell him, Max. Tell him. Go ahead. Tell us what?
Tell us that she was hungry. Tell us to go away. I mean, you know, so that Max could get in the car and drive hell-bent for leather for that hot out-of-the-oven pizza with everything on it from the place on Mountain Road.
Yeah, could be.
He was weird.
Well, there he goes. He didn't make the left on Mountain.
So we are following him.
Yeah, so right now we are following him, honey. He's upset about something. Maybe he needs our help. Whether he wants it or not.
Commissioner and Mrs. Buchanan.
What are you two doing here? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Well, Pa, it's been a long time since we've seen you.
We were in the neighborhood. We just, you know, thought we'd come by.
What are you two doing, following me?
I don't know. Should we be? What's going on here?
Oh, I'll tell you what's going on here, Bo. Holden here is in a spot so tight, he needed to come to me for help. Holden is here in a very personal matter. Right, Nigel?
Quite right, sir.
Who better to advise him than me?
Does this problem have anything to do with Blair?
Blair? Oh, Max, you're not involved in that Spider-Woman's web again, are you?
The conversation had nothing to do with Blair. But she was nice enough to keep an eye on my kids while I came over here, though, and I think I'll go home and relieve her of that duty.
Good luck, Max. Now, get out of here.
You don't need to tell me twice. Good to see you, Nigel. And you too. Listen, stop following me around, or I'll have you drop a writ of harassment for the both of you, and then you'll have to bust yourselves. Asa, thank you for everything.
Why in the world would someone like Max Holden be coming to you for advice?
What's going on with him, Pa?
Do you sense any insults in these questions, Nigel?
I do, sir.
I do think I know a thing or two, Bo. I made a few billion to prove it. And I never said Max Holden had any sense. But he was smart enough to come to me when he needed to be shoved in the right direction. Now, don't you two have anything else to do with your time but tail him around town? Get a life. And don't give me that bull you came to see me. You did not come to see me. They didn't come to see me, right, Nigel?
Pa.
What?
I'm worried about Max. I think he's into something bigger than he can handle right now. And the fact that he would come to see you, of all people, this time of night, that convinces me he's in trouble.
Begging your pardon, sir, you have a conference call with those Texas people. Shall I dial the phone?
No. I'll do that. And thank you. Bo, you got two choices. Beat it, or I put Nora to work as my assistant.
I'm out of here. Come on, Bo.
Oh, Bo. If you hear anything about Holden, let me know, will you?
I can't believe that we followed Max.
I can't believe he went to Pa's.
I still can't believe. After everything we went through, not only did we not learn anything new, but all the takeout places are closed.
Honey, the kitchen in every restaurant in this town closes at 10 o'clock. Rhodey's closed a half hour ago.
Wow.
Honey.
I'm hallucinating. Oh, my God, I see cheese and crackers and nuts. Oh, enjoy. See you in the morning, Georgie. Georgie, can I pick them or can I pick them?
You can pick them. Look at this. Honey roasted cashews. My favorite thing in the whole world. Next to you, of course. And Georgie, you know, for bringing all this in. Smoked Gouda? You know what? How does she know all our favorite stuff?
Smoked oysters. Oh.
Either my stomach is making a sound that I've never heard it make before, or we have a visitor.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, what, explain this?
I can't.
Explain this. Didn't we just see you at Max's, huh?
Honey, listen, I kind of know how the dog feels, okay? I know what it's like to be desperately in love with you.
You're a dog. I have no idea what you are. Listen, you ugly mutt. If you have any value on this earth, you were going to tell me what happened at Max's tonight, okay? Just as I suspected. No value on this earth at all.
Hello. Nora?
Blair. Hello again.
Hi.
You seem tired.
Well, I'm just, you know, taking it one day at a time, trying to pace it myself.
Getting your strength back?
Absolutely. Now I just have to do that psychological evaluation for the court so I can get my visitation rights back for Star.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how hard it must be not being able to be near your baby, you know. I mean, it's hard enough when they grow up and they leave you to let go, but, you know, then you're always wondering, gosh, you know, are they all right? Are they happy? Are they safe? You know, I'm always driving Rachel right out of her mind.
Oh, she's very lucky that you care. Look, Max, I really need to take care of something right now, so I'll get back in touch with you later, all right?
All right.
See you, Nora. Bye.
So what's up?
Well, I brought those papers by, the partnership agreement between you and Blue Jay Music. Wanted you to look at.
That was so important you had to deliver them personally?
You know, even when I was rehearsing that line, it sounded lame to me. Okay, reason I came by to see you is, I am your attorney on this, but I'm your friend, Max. I'm worried about you. Something's going on. I think you're like in some kind of trouble. I mean, you're seeing a lot of Blair, but I mean bigger trouble than that.
Look, I really appreciate your concern, but I'm fine.
You're not fine. You look like hell. Why is it that men never vacuum underneath their sofa cushions? This is the lumpiest sofa cushion I have ever... Hello. The world... Oh, my... This isn't exactly what I call pocket change, Max. This is gonna be thousands of dollars.
I can explain that.
Good. I'm waiting.
That's the take from Rhodey's. I couldn't get to the bank yesterday. It's why there's so much of it. 2 days worth, the place has been jumping.
And you keep it underneath a sofa cushion because...
Well, the doorbell rang and, I didn't know who it was, so I got a little paranoid having all that cash lying around.
Gotcha. Since when do the patrons of Rhodey's pay with crisp $100 bills?
What do you think I'm doing, laundering money?
I don't know, Max. I've never seen this much cash lying around, especially underneath a sofa cushion.
Ah, you haven't been in the restaurant business.
You're right. So where are you going?
Where am I what?
It's a suitcase, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, well, like I said, things have been kind of hectic at Rhodey's lately, so I was just thinking about getting away for the weekend.
It's an awfully big bag for a couple of nights.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's why I was just gonna put it away and get something smaller. You said that you're my friend.
I am.
Then I'm gonna ask you as a friend to forget you saw this.
It's awfully quiet in the house, Max.
I know.
Where are your babies, Max?
I know you mean well, but don't ask me any more questions, okay, Nora?
What's happened, Max? Has someone taken your children? Oh, my God. Someone took your kids. Max, please, I'm your friend. I want to help you. What happened? Tell me what happened.
You're my attorney, right? I mean, you took that check for that deal with Jakara.
Yeah? What are you, invoking attorney-client privilege?
You're damn straight I am. You want to help? Then you listen, but you listen as my attorney, and I'm going to hold you to it.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
Someone took my kids. And I'm so scared, and I feel so damn guilty.
God, why? How can this be your fault?
Because I was here when it happened. Someone breaks in and drags my kids out of their bed, out the window, down the ladder, the dog's barking the whole time. You think I notice? Damn, I can't even protect my kids in my own home.
When did you realize they were gone?
I got a phone call. This man's voice says, are your children sleeping well? By the time I got upstairs, they were gone. On Leslie's note, they'd left on Leslie's bed, they left a note. It said, we want $5 million in 48 hours. Well, I got it. There it is. I sold everything I have, and I borrowed the rest, and now I'm just waiting, because it's about time for them to call me to tell me what I have to do to get my children back.
Do you have any idea at all who's doing this?
No, not really. There was this mob guy, Tommy Gregory, I had a run-in with. He's been trying to muscle in on Chikara and Blue Jay Records. I thought of him at first, but it doesn't matter. The bottom line is my kids are gone. And whoever this sick person is that took them, if he does anything to them, I'd...
Do anything to Frank and Leslie. It's not going to hurt them at all. Whoever this is, they just want the money, that's all.
Well, then why'd they come after me? I'm not some billionaire. Go after them. Well, I barely got this money together.
God, that's why you went to see Asa.
I sold him my waterfront property.
Did you tell him why you wanted the money?
No. But he could tell I was pretty desperate. Renee picked up on the same thing when I told her I was selling Serenity Springs.
Did you tell her what?
No.
Does Blair know?
Blair was here when they took the twins. So you and Blair are the only ones that know they were kidnapped. And that's the way it's going to stay until they're home again.
No, Max. Look at me. Look at me. You are not doing this by yourself, alone. We're calling Bo right now, and we're letting him in on this.
That is not an option.
Max?
Forget it! Bo does not get involved. Is that clear? Attorney-client privilege, Nora. Bo stays out of the loop.
You're asking me to conceal a crime, Max, where there are the lives of 2 kids in danger.
I thought you said the kidnappers had no reason to hurt them.
I did. But what if I'm wrong, Max? What if I am? I don't really feel very good about myself if I am. I mean, I don't think I could live with myself, and I think Bo would have a little trouble with that one, too. You see, he's worried about you. He's got this instinct in his gut that says that you are in trouble. And if he ever found out that I knew all about this and that he could help and I didn't tell him...
They said they'd kill them if I went to the cops, okay? So I'm sorry if you're in a tight spot. So am I. And most of all, so are my kids.
I asked you to confide in me so that Bo and I could help you if you were in trouble.
Well, you can't. They said no cops, and they were serious. They were watching the house, Nora. They know that you and Bo came over the other night.
What?
Yes, I got a call saying, what are you doing entertaining the police commissioner and his wife? And it wasn't a very friendly question.
How can they possibly be watching and staking out the house without someone seeing?
How do they walk in the house and take my kids while I'm right here? I don't know. But all I can think about is what I said to Luna right before she died. I promised I'd take care of her kids. And I broke that promise. You know how that makes me feel? They're out there somewhere in the hands of some terrible people, and I failed them. And there's only one way this can get worse, and that's if Bo gets involved in this thing and those kidnappers panic. So I want your word of honor on this one.
word of honor means that you believe you're doing something right. I don't. I'm sorry, Max, but if I don't say anything, I think I'll be making a terrible mistake.
And what if it were Rachel, Nora? What if they said they'd kill her if you called the cops?
I won't tell Bo. I won't tell anyone.
There you are. Honey, I'm starving.
I'm sorry.
So, what are you in the mood for?
Oh.
Chinese, Italian, French? Maybe we can go the junk route? Yeah, maybe pizza, stop off at a burger joint? Maybe we can try that new Peruvian restaurant. I understand that the llama is just great there. Tastes just like chicken.
Sounds good.
Rough day?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, I'm just worried about a client.
A client? You said you were going to meet with Max today. Is that the client that you're worried about?
Since when have you become so interested in my business?
Since when did you start eating llama?
What?
You haven't been listening to a single word that I've said. So, something's up, honey. You're trying to keep something from me. What is it? You gave yourself away, Red.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes,
Did I?
Yes, sure. The subject was food, and you weren't listening.
Oh, that proves I'm hiding something.
Absolutely.
For your information, it's my job to hide things from you. Not just because I'm your wife, but you're the police commissioner. I'm a defense attorney. See?
So you admit that you're protecting someone. Who is it?
No. I don't admit to anything. And can we just drop this, whatever this is? Can we? It's just not important.
If it wasn't important, you wouldn't be trying to keep me in the dark.
Do you tell me everything when you arrest a client of mine?
Yes, I do. Honey, I have to. It's called discovery.
Ah. Okay, that analogy.
Yes, you bet it is. See? You're rattled right now. It's not like you.
Because you're grilling me for, like, no apparent reason.
No, there is a reason. It's because you're worried about something. I'd like to help out, but I can't unless I know what it is. You said that you were going to meet with a client this afternoon. Could it have been Max Holden?
Whoever this client is, they're in a lot of trouble. That's about all I can say.
Honey, you're giving me nothing.
Bo, I can't.
All I know is you're worried about a client, whoever he is.
Or whoever she is. I didn't say it was a man.
No, you didn't say anything. All I know is something has got you down.
Oh, it's just, you know, I'm not the only one. Like a bug that's going around or something. Everybody seems to be hinky lately.
Hinky?
Jumpy, anxious.
Ah.
Like Max, for instance, the other night, you know, when we went by and he was with Blair. He didn't want us to come in.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah, and then it got stranger because he went over to Ace's to get some help. His mortal enemy. I keep wondering what that was about.
Of course, Pa stonewalled us, so... But what else is new?
Well, I mean, do you think it could have anything to do with his new partnership?
With Jakara? How?
Well, there was a monkey wrench in the works there, or I should say a gorilla. A guy by the name of Tommy Gregory.
Yeah, the hood who was trying to muscle in on Blue Jay, huh?
Yeah, I mean, back then he was RJ's problem, but Jakara's switched allegiances now. Maybe the trouble goes with her.
It's a possibility. I did talk to some friends of mine on the New York PD. They said this guy Gregory is bad news. He's got a legit label, record label. It's a front, you know, for his real business, which is extortion, bribery, you name it.
Oh. Yeah, well, so he muscles in on Blue Jay. RJ tells him to take a hike. You know, and then what happens? What happens to him then? You know, does this guy, Tommy Gregory, go back to New York City? Or does he stay here in Lambview?
My sources said that he left town. Of course, did you hear anything different?
No. I'm just puzzling the whole thing together, you know. Tommy Gregory puts pressure on Jakara, and then, of course, she's got this new partnership with Max.
I don't know. I'll check it out. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. You go home now. Let's order those mountains of food. Can you do that?
I tell you what, honey. I'll meet you there, okay? Why don't you go home, call all the takeout places, and I'll just take care of a few things I have to do here.
Hey, wait a minute. You said you were starving.
I am starving. You know, I'm going to beat the junk home before it gets there, but it is junk food, isn't it? I don't want you having a relapse and order a tofu pizza or something.
Don't you even worry about it. Everything is going to be bad for us tonight.
Yeah? Oh, honey, is that included in the price of the meal?
That, my dear, is an appetizer.
Who is it? Hey, Max. Bo, can I come in? Hey. Hey. Some storm we're having out there, isn't it? Hello, Blair.
Hi, Commissioner.
Look, Bo, I'm really busy right now. Oh, yeah? Doing what? Hey, Max. I know you're in trouble right now. I'm your friend. Now, come on, let me help you before it's too late. Max, don't make me drag it out of you.
Bo, there's nothing going on. I swear, I'm not in trouble.
Bull.
I'm fine.
You're acting like a maniac.
Have I?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's great. You're going to cover for him, too. So's Nora, so's Renee. You even got my old man to shut up. Now, that's a trick I'd like to learn.
Oh, okay, look. I've been acting like a maniac. Is that a crime? Do you want to bust me or something?
No, I'm not. I don't want to lock you up. I want to help you.
I appreciate it.
Well, then tell me what's wrong and we can fix it together.
You really want to help me?
Yeah, I'll do anything.
Then you're going to have to step aside and let me go right now.
You know that I can't stop you, but I would if I could. Do we have to play this game? I know that you know what's going on right now, so why don't you just tell me, Blair? What was in the bag?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You know, isn't it really strange that a big storm like this would blow in and anybody with half a brain would stay off the roads, but not Max? He's got to drive on out of here with a suitcase full of, I don't know, who knows what. Was there money in that bag?
Bo, I already told you, I don't know.
Is Max being blackmailed, Blair?
Look, Bo, he would have told me if he were being blackmailed. And you know, I know it. You know, I think it looks funny too. I mean, him running off like that, and I know it probably makes you suspicious. I mean, that is your job. In fact, I even started to wonder. So I asked him. I said, "Max, are you up to something?" And he said he was just doing some wheeling and dealing.
So it's just good old Max just being himself, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe a word you're saying right now, Blair. I think that something's going down. I think Max is committing a crime or he's involved with somebody who is committing a crime. And this is the bottom line. If you know that a crime is being committed and you keep that information from the police, you're an accessory. I can charge you for that, and I will charge you, Blair. I swear.
I don't like being threatened, Bo.
Then you tell me how I can help my friend. Because he's in trouble right now. I know that, and you know that, but you can do something to stop him before it's too late. All right, then tell me this. If you don't stop him and something really, really bad does happen to him, how are you going to live with yourself?
going back down to the river.
No, Max, you stay here. Let the police do their job.
Well, like I should have from the start?
Don't go there, Max.
Like I have to. It's my fault.
No, you're second-guessing yourself. You've been through hell for these last 2 days, and all you did was do what you thought was best for the safety of your kids.
Don't patronize me. That's not what you said this afternoon. You warned me that bullion, so let's be honest at least. They find anything?
No. Not yet. There are 2 divers in the car right now.
I couldn't. What happened? Did you find Frank and Leslie? Are they safe? Oh, God.
I just have one question. Why am I the only one here who didn't know what was going on?
Look, I was wrong. I should have come to you as soon as they took the kids.
Talk about it later, all right? Right now, you 2, get in the car. Come on, get out of the rain.
I just didn't want them to get hurt.
I know, Max, you did what you thought you had to do. When were the twins taken?
Night before last. I put Frankie and Leslie up in the bedroom. Blair and I were downstairs in the living room. And then Mud just went crazy. He was just barking and jumping all over us.
Mud barks when there's nothing wrong.
He was warning us, and I ignored it. Then a little while later, the phone rang, and there was this voice asking how my kids were sleeping.
Was the voice male or female?
It was male, but I didn't recognize it. So I ran upstairs, and the kids were gone. There was a note that said $5 million in 48 hours, and if you involve the police, your kids are dead.
That was the night that Nora and I stopped by, right?
Yeah, within the hour.
Why didn't you say something?
I was afraid. You 2 came by, and a couple hours later, they asked me why I was entertaining the police commissioner's wife. They were watching my house. I just didn't want to risk it.
So you followed their instructions?
To the letter. And when I showed them the money, they nailed me from behind, and then they took off with my kids, and I went after them. And then they went off the embankment, and that's when I called 911. Look, should the divers know something by now?
As soon as they hear, they'll tell us, Max.
Look, I'm going to go help, all right?
No, Max, next week you can help us to answer all of those questions right now. Come on, we can hear
Kids out there. The
Max,
first
come
party's
on.
down there, too, all right? What do you remember after you met these kidnappers?
It was dark. It was in the woods. This guy came out. He had a mask on.
Then what?
Then I asked him if I could see my kids. I wanted to make sure they're okay.
Did you?
No. He said they were fine. As soon as he saw the money, I could see my kids.
How did you get $5 million in 48 hours?
I sold the mortgage, everything I had, and I borrowed the rest.
So he said that you could see the kids after he saw the money.
So I opened the bag.
With the $5 million?
Yeah, and I opened the bag, and that's when the other one came out, flipped me from behind. And they took off with the money, and I stumbled in my car, and I went after them.
And you knew about this from the start.
I begged her not to tell you.
And you didn't.
Look, they threatened to kill Frankie and Leslie.
When did you find out about this?
Saturday.
Commissioner? It's not good.
Come on, Max, let's go.
Where are we going?
I'm taking you home.
I'm not going there.
Max, look. My guys, the state police, they're doing everything they can right now.
Well, my kids are out there.
Max, let's get you home. Nora's right. There's not a thing that you can do here right now. Benny is going to call us if he finds out anything at all.
I thought I was more than just a police commissioner. I thought I was your friend. You are. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? I would have had 2 days to do something.
Look, I told you I couldn't involve the police. They said if I did, they'd kill Frankie and Leslie. They had the house under surveillance. They knew you came by here.
They couldn't see a phone call.
Oh, geez, they got in my house. They could have bugged the phones.
Well, you could have had Blair call me. You could have told me yourself.
Would you just stop trying to blame everybody else? It was my decision. I'm the one that screwed up, and I admitted it, all right? So why don't you get out there and do something about finding my kids instead of rehashing what I did wrong?
Hey, you were there. Bo has got every man from the Landview Police Department in on this search.
I don't need you to defend me, counselor. I'll tell you what, I think that you carry a major load of responsibility for this.
I was given explicit and direct instructions by my client. Except I also feel you're right.
Buchanan? Okay, hold him there. I'll be there as soon as possible.
Wait, does that news? Did you find Frank and Leslie?
He picked up a gas station attendant. He said he serviced a car that's the same make and model as the kidnapper's car. About 5:30 this evening. We're 2 men in the front, 2 kids in the back.
I told you they were in the car.
I'm afraid they were.
Okay. Last thing I promised them before she died was I keep Frankie and Leslie safe.
I know.
Why don't you come back and stay with us tonight, okay?
Max, you shouldn't be alone.
Thanks, I'd rather just stay here.
I'll stay with him for a while.
Okay. I gotta get going.
You call us. All right? If you need us, no matter what time it is. No matter how late. I'm coming with you, Bo.
I'll call if there's any more information.
You have no new voice messages.
You had no right to keep this from me.
I begged Max. I begged him to tell you about the kidnapping. He refused.
I always knew that Max was a good friend of ours. I just had no idea that he had become a part of our marriage.
He isn't.
And since when does he get a say in communication between us?
When he became my client.
Oh, give me a...
He wouldn't tell me anything until he had invoked attorney-client privilege. I did everything I could possibly think of to convince him that it was a mistake not to involve you. But he made the call. I had to abide by it.
That's a bunch of bull.
If I betrayed that confidence, if I betrayed that confidentiality and anything happened to those 2 kids, I would never forgive myself.
As opposed to what's going on right now. You know how I see this? I see this as you not trusting me to do my job in a way that could have protected the lives of those kids.
This isn't about you, Bo. Max invoked attorney-client privilege. He specifically enjoined me not to say anything to you.
But a crime was involved.
And those 2 kids' lives were at stake. I was in an impossible situation.
No, you had a choice. What if you had a client that told you that he was going to commit a murder, but he asked you, don't tell anybody? Would you keep your mouth shut?
And what if the FBI involved you in an undercover operation and made you swear that you wouldn't let anyone in on it, including me? Would you tell me?
One of the things you say you hate about your job is defending somebody that you know in your heart is really guilty. But in this case, it's you.
We have a very complicated marriage, Bo. But if you weren't my husband, if you were just a police commissioner and I was just a lawyer, would you expect me to act any differently than I did?
But we are not just our jobs. And Max is our friend.
That doesn't change the legal principle.
You know, one of the things that makes you such a brilliant lawyer is your ability to argue a position to death, even when you believe that it's wrong. But tonight, tonight I am just not in the mood.
To protect confidentiality is the primary responsibility of my profession.
What about your responsibility to protect your client from himself? What if you had a client that was insane, but he wanted to stand trial anyway?
Max is not insane.
At that grief-stricken moment, yes. He may just have been insane. See, that's what you should have responded to.
I responded to what my client felt were his best interests.
Were his best interests being served when he sold everything that he has? When he let $5 million go? When he lost his 2 children to the Lantana River? You weren't serving the law. You weren't serving your client. You weren't serving our friend. And most of all, you were not serving those 2 innocent little children.
I did everything I possibly could.
No. You could have done what you knew was right. See, you could have come and told me yourself.
I am not responsible for the actions of 2 kidnappers.
There is no argument. There's no, I don't know. It doesn't matter how brilliant the argument could be. There's nothing that can make us feel any better about this whole thing.
If I betrayed one client's confidentiality, how could I ask another client to trust me? How could I trust myself? Where are you going?
Back to the river.
Bo, don't walk out on me in the middle of this.